Chartered Financial Analyst by Ewan Ferguson. Okay, what is a CFA? This Chartered Financial Analyst program, or CFA, is a postgraduate professional certification offered internationally by an American-based CFA institute. It used to be called the AIMR, which is the Association for Investment Management and Research, but they changed the name to CFA, and it's to use investment and financial professionals. So the difference between an MBA and a CFA. These two jobs are very similar in prior education up until the last step. Here's when you have to decide if you'd rather have an MBA or a CFA. You can always get both, just not at the same time. And most people just get one or the other. An MBA focuses on how to run a business, how to manage money, people, products, and services. While as a CFA, you only study about money in depth, and there is hardly any study of management at all. So the role of a CFA. The full range job functions include relationship management, wealth management, data science, credit analyst, chief investment officer, trading, accounting and auditing, investment banking, and financial planning in companies. And so the pros of being a CFA. Being a CFA is the most prestigious designation in the finance and investment industry. The CFA curriculum fills the holes in your knowledge of finance. The CFA charter provides unique networking opportunities and future career aspirations. It is the ticket to work for major investment firms in most places, and the CFA chart holders enjoy higher salaries than most other designations in the workforce in the finance and management industry. The cons of being a CFA. It costs a lot of money to take the CFA program for your 3 years or longer, depending on what it does. It takes longer than an MBA, which is your other designation that most people choose between. Is the most difficult designation in the finance and investment industry. And it's very difficult to pass your first time. And if you fail, you have to redo the whole course. So most people don't pass on the first time. So it takes more money and more time. What education is required? To become a CFA or take the course, you need to have earned a bachelor's degree or be in the final year of your degree. But however, if you have 4,000 hours of relevant work experience or a combination of university education and work experience that totals 4,000 eligible, you're also eligible to take the exams to become a CFA. What education is recommended? And a recommended education before the exam is 4 to 6 years of university and 6,000 hours of work or studying total before taking the exams. Most people work for 2 to 3, 4 years before taking the exams. And then what is a CFA course? So there are 3 levels to a CFA course. Each level, it takes a year-long course and then an exam at the end. 65% of people do not pass all 3 levels on their first try and have to take one over again or multiple over again. So that means more people have to spend more money every year to redo a course they just took because they didn't pass the exam. And to pass the exam, you need over 70% on it to move on to the next level or graduate from it. Is it a certification or accreditation required? A certification is required for this specialization. To become certified, you must pass the 3-level CFA exam, build up work experience before, during, or after the program, submit several letters of reference, and apply to join the CFA Institute just to be considered to receive this certification. How long does preparing for this career typically take? On average, a typical candidate takes 4 to 5 years to pass all 3 exams, so 3 different levels. Successful candidates report spending about 300 hours studying for each exam level, ranging from 303 hours for the CFA level 1 to 328, and for the CFA level 2 to 3, it's around 344 to 400 hours of studying for each exam. And that's just the final step of the process of becoming a CFA. Most people take 4 to 5 years of prior education before the exam and 3 to 4 years of full-time work experience as well. So usually it takes around 10 to 14 years for someone to become fully certified as a CFA in today's world. So how much does a person typically earn in the United States today? According to Pay Scale, in the United States, the CFA chart holder salary is anywhere from $64,234 to $255,000 a year. The range is so big because there's a lot you can do with the charter and jobs, varying from degrees of responsibilities, bonuses, and years of experience making a difference too. So I'd say the average salary for a CFA is $95,494 a year. And that's more of a base salary on the traditional stockbroker investment firm company type of job. And so in California, how much does this person typically use in specifically the Los Angeles area? In Los Angeles, there's a big range and a higher average than the rest of the USA. The annual salary of the top earners is usually around $200,000. The top 75% is around $127,000. The average is usually around $109,000 to $110,000. And the bottom 25 percentile is around $59,000, $60,000. Thank you for listening. That is the end.